Chapter 8 Carts and Wheels. Introduction. Hey, look here. How big this wheel is. I have never seen such a big wheel. In the pictures here, the wheels of a bus, a tractor, a bullock cart, a cycle, and a handcart are shown. See them. You get to see many such round things around you, like a plate, a roti, a bangle, a pot, potter's wheel, a playing ring, etc. All these things are round. Self-study. Round bangle. Have you ever visited a bangle shop? Yes, here's one such bangle shop. You get glass bangles here. The bangles are of various sizes. For small girls, small bangles. For medium-sized hand, medium-sized bangles. And for a big-sized hand, big-sized bangles. The bangles shown to Meena are small-sized bangles. So, she says, I cannot wear these bangles. They are not my size. Self-study. Game with circles. The children are playing some games here. Game 1. To play this game, all the participants in the game will hold each other's hand and make a circle. Among them, 2 players will come out. One of them will have a handkerchief in her hand. The one with the handkerchief will run and the other one will chase and catch her. Before the first player gets caught, he or she will drop the handkerchief behind one of the players standing in the circle and will stand at the empty place in the circle. Thus, he or she is safe now. If the player behind whom the handkerchief is dropped notices the handkerchief and starts running with the handkerchief in his hand, he is saved. But if he does not notice the handkerchief, then the chaser will catch the one behind whom the handkerchief is dropped. Now, the chaser will pick up the handkerchief, will be the runner, and the other one will chase and try to get him out. Thus, the game will continue. Game 2. To play this game, the players are divided into 2 equal groups. The first group will be named as Group A, and the other group will be Group B. Now, draw a circle and place one handkerchief in it. The 2 groups A and B will stand on opposite side of the circle at an equal distance from the circle. Now, one player from each of the group A and B will come forward and will try to snatch away the handkerchief. The player who gets the handkerchief will run back to his group, and the one who couldn't get the handkerchief will be out. At the end of the game, the group with more number of players will be the winner. Making a circle with a rope. Archana decided to make a circle on the ground using nails and a thread. She took a thin rope and tied nails on both the end of the rope. Then, with the help of her friend, she made a circle. Look at the picture and see how they are making the circle. One friend is holding one nail firmly on the ground, while the other one is holding the other nail and rotating the nail in a round. Thus, the circle is made. You also can make a circle using nails and a thread like Archana made. Can't you? Yes. Archana held the first nail in one place and drew the circle with the other nail, right? The place at which she held her first nail is called the center of the circle. The figure obtained by moving round at an equal distance from the center is called a circle. The distance between the center and the circle is called the radius of the circle. To measure the radius, place the zero of the scale exactly at the center of the circle. Read the number on the scale which coincides with the boundary of the circle. This reading is the measure of the radius. Look, the radius of the circle is 3.5 centimeter here. The length of the rope used is equal to the length of the radius of the circle. Self-study. Lali and Kali are two goats. They are tied to a pole with ropes. Kali has a longer rope. Who will get more grass to eat? Of course, Kali. Kali will get more grass to eat because Kali's rope is longer. So, she can move about in a circle having bigger radius and eat more grass. Daljit's design. Daljit has made a design with the help of a compass. His sister came and started making more designs with him. Here, some more designs are given. You can make use of compass to make such designs. Using a compass. Have you seen a compass before? Yes, you must have seen it in your compass box. Let's now see how to use a compass to draw a circle. Open the compass like this. Place the pointed tip of the compass on the paper. Hold the compass from the top like this. Without moving the tip, move the pencil around. You can make a circle like this. See the mark where we had placed the pointed tip of the compass. This mark is the center of the circle we have drawn. Self-study. Once Naina was making a circle. Ravi asked her for an eraser. So she kept her compass aside and gave him the eraser. Then again she started to complete her circle. But she could not complete the circle. Why did Naina get such a drawing? Because the compass was shifted. If she had placed the compass on the center, it would not have happened. Another day, she was making a circle using a compass. But it came out like this. Because the screw of the compass was loose. So she tightened the screw so that the compass will not slip. Did anyone of you ever got a shape like Naina's? Find the center. Sadik and Samina want to make the circle for themselves. Sadik says, I will make it with a compass. Samina says, no, I will trace it with a bangle. Then they cut their circles. Sadik says, see, my circle has a center. Where is the center of your circle? Samina says, don't worry. See how I find it? Samina folded her circle into half. And again she folded it like this. Then she opened the folded circle and said, can you see the two creased lines crossing each other? Sadik said, yes. Samina says, see. I will put a point where these lines cut each other. There is the center of my circle. Self-study. Balancing act. Can you balance a plate on your finger? Here, Vijay is trying to balance the plate on the finger, but he cannot do it. So he is trying over and over again. After many trials, he balanced the plate. So he says, I think I have found the center of the plate. Pin the top. Zakir, Appu, Naina and Guddu could not go out to play as it was raining. They were getting bored. Suddenly Appu said, let's each make a top. Everybody agreed. Each one of them took a piece of cardboard and traced a circle on it. Then they made a hole in it and pushed a matchstick in it like this. Now each of them was very excited to spin their tops, which looked like this. Self-study. What we have learned. Recognized circular objects around us. Drawing a circle with the help of string, bangle, etc. Games of circle. Uses of compass. The point in the middle of the circle is called the center of the circle, and the distance from the center of the circle to the circle is called the radius of the circle. Finding the center of a circle without using a compass. The center is needed to balance a round object.